welcome to this video on it's going to be the aftermath. What is actually going to happen after tonight's fight in the main event versus Wilder and Zhang? Obviously, His Excellency has said AJ is next for the heavyweight who performs best, and I think that's an amazing fight, another massive fight for the next fighter, and sort of why Wilder is saying that if he loses he'll retire, because actually where's that big fight coming from next if it's not AJ for Deontay Wilder? So obviously this fight, big fight, they're fighting between, they're going for the knockout. Wilder on that side, looking for that one touch of knockout power Wilder has, and Zhang really, heavyweight looks for the knockout, isn't looking to get to them ending rounds, the late rounds in that fight. So it should be a good one. Should be a KO for one of them at least, and should be a good victory for them to go on and face Anthony Joshua in the next fight. And the big question is, who do I think wins in that fight? And I think it's really, really hard. It's really hard. I think Zhang gets it. I think you've got to say Zhang based on previous performances, but it is so close between the two. But who do I think? The main question is, who do I think will beat AJ or have the best chance against AJ? I actually think Wilder has the best chance against AJ, and I'll break that down now, which is Zhang and AJ have faced each other many years back, but overall Zhang is powerful, but he's a boxer in a sense. He's a boxer. He's looking for angles. He's looking to knock you out, but it's not a one tap wherever he wants to like Wilder is. And I don't think AJ. I think since the last fight AJ won, I don't see how AJ's went backwards compared to Zhang. I think AJ could have to wait to the ending rounds against Zhang, but overall he'll get that win. Because Zhang is probably better at the start of the fight than he is the end, and maybe you plan the game plan around that for AJ. And that's probably the way it goes. I think against Wilder, I think it's just tough. I think Wilder, if he touches him with something, I think that could just put him, okay, well, what goes on when he's been touched by Wilder? And I think it's the biggest fight possible. I do think that this fight has been looped around for so long within media that actually everyone is just waiting for that Wilder fight. And so for the cash of boxing, for the money purpose, Wilder winning is so much better for that. And I've got to say that AJ versus Wilder or AJ versus Zhang, which one actually gets you more hyped and what gets you more interested, and not just boxing fans, more the casual fans who are gonna buy the fight and they'll turn it into the real multi-million pound event it will be, is that the fans that only watch one or two a year will go, okay, I want to watch that one. Who buys it? And I think a load more buy Wilder versus AJ. I also think Wilder, with his power, with that one touch, if he comes through this fight well, I think it's a perfect fight, and really it's everyone to play for. Of who, it's everyone back in that top section of boxing, and who can go on to get the win against AJ. And then really you are talking about, once Tyson and Usyk rematch, who's fighting for the title? Really is whoever fights AJ, whoever comes out of this fight tonight against AJ, whoever wins that is fighting for the title pretty much. I think that's no real, it's fine Usyk for the whatever titles he has. Obviously I think, to be honest, with the titles he's got, there will be a bit of a problem where he probably won't be undisputed by that time. If he, I don't really know, but I think there's talks around he could have been stripped already of at least one of the titles, or by the point where he fights Fury again, he will be. And so I think it's a really interesting fight. I think AJ beats Zhang. I don't see how that changes But against Wilder, I think that's a more interesting fight for boxing. To see what, if Wilder comes out of this with a KO, look, it's all to play for. If he comes out confident, he's that scary guy that Wilder used to be, who everyone was scared of. The guy who knocked down Tyson Fury and no one thought Fury would get back up. He's that guy, and I think that fight is so much more interesting. And really, that could be one of, if not the biggest fight in boxing that isn't a title fight. I think it will be, for sure. I think it'll be a lot of title fights, to be honest with you. I think it will be very close with the topmost build pay-per-view ever, Wilder versus AJ, just because the amount of years it's meant to be going on for, and finally it may happen tonight. And then when I say that, it won't. Zhang will win, as I think it will happen, and AJ will fight Zhang, and then AJ will fight for the title, which AJ fighting for the Wilder or AJ fighting for the title will be massive. Zhang fighting for the title, to be honest, will be massive. If Zhang comes through Wilder, comes through AJ, look, that's a fight. That's, once you got them two names on your record, it's going to be massive. Everyone wants to see you win, or see what happens against Usyk if you beat them two. So please let me know what you guys think in the comments. I think it's going to be an amazing fight tonight. I think it'll be incredible, and I want to see an incredible fight going forward. With the Saudi Arabia coming into boxing and really putting these mega fights on, I think if only it could continue, that would be amazing. I think for now at least, you've got a great load of fights sort of booked ahead. You can sort of foresee where the title fights are going with Saudi Arabia, and I think that will be incredible. I think we'll have a good few fights. We've got Tyson Fury, Usyk in December. Next year we'll probably have AJ or the winner of tonight facing for the title, whoever that may be, whoever the title holder is at that point. And then you sort of go, well, okay, that's a good setup, a good schedule. Also, there's talks of Crawford and Canelo, which I'll talk about in another video, about if that fight happened, who I thought would win. But yeah, incredible what they're doing out there at the minute. I think it's putting on the fights that we want to see as boxing fans, and it's really getting them people who are casual fans really interested into boxing again. So yeah, please like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.